Hi everyone. We had a great year this year, and I just wanted to share some of the programs that we used. And the one mainly that I wanted to talk about was Spelling UC. That was Jenna's lowest point, and we used this program for the first time this year. I don't know if you can see the scores here, but we went from 4.4 to a 6.1 in visual spelling, and then written 2.8 to a 4.7. So I was very, very pleased, and I believe that we are going to use the program again next year. Jenna was in 4th grade this past year, and I was a little confused on which one to pick to start with, but since her spelling was so poor compared to everything else, I probably started her off at a lower level than what I should have, but that was fine. And I was a little skeptical at first. We used Spelling UC, Wild Tales, and when she first looked at it, she's looking at how big the lines are for the writing and everything, and she's like, "What grade is this?" So she was like pretty hesitant at first. But what you do is you go through, and as you can see, like she has highlight marks. You will go through and you will highlight vowel chunks, consonant chunks. You will do bossy R's, the ERARORIRUR. They give you the consonant chunks and you highlight. And when you first start off, it's like just vowels, just consonants. And as you get further into the books, then they start having you do more than one thing. Then each day they do some copy work and they print it. They have to write it how they see it. No cursive practicing if you're dealing with an older child. It's just, for memory recognition. So they have a little bit of the copy work. And each section is for a week, and then they get a no rule day. They can draw a picture, or they can write their own story, just a little creativeness. And then on the last day of the week, they do the chunking, and then it is dictation. And with dictation, you never take more than 10 minutes. If they spell a word wrong, then they cross it out. No erasing on this part. And you are allowed to help them. You say they put a wrong vowel in the word, then you can say something like, well, why don't you try that with an A instead of the E that they might have put in its place. So it was very quick each day. Read the passage. They do the chunking. You grade the chunking with them. Then the writing part. And, that's it. It was very simple and easy to use. There's 2 workbooks. And, like I said, as they go on, it gets a little harder. Like here you see all different colors. She was using up to like 5 different colors towards the end, where it was the vowel chunks, consonant chunks, bossy R chunks, silent letters, endings, and then of course there's the tricky Y guy. So it was kind of fun, and I do believe, like I said, we are going to use that again this year. The only thing that was hard for me, and it could just be the lighting in my home because it is bad. We are surrounded by shade trees. I had a hard time telling the colors apart between, like this one here is purple and the one next to it is pink. Now, in my camera, it looks great, but to my eyes, it's hard. So when we got to these later on in the second book where there was all these different colors, I had a tough time telling the colors apart, and I'd have to tell her, "Oh, wait up, slow down, let me find it." So that was my only complaint about the whole program. other than that, it was very simple and easy to use. And as you can see from her test scores there, I mean, she just had great improvement, almost 2 years worth in a year. So our next one is, I believe it's called Americana with the spelling you see. So that's what we will be using next year. And I have to give it probably a 2 thumbs up. But you only see one because I'm holding the camera in my other hand, so I can't show you 2. So definitely Spelling You See gets a definite thumbs up from me. Thank you for watching.